What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious, and I am here for episode 3 of the new series following the Saints of the Premier Madden League called Saints Row. This is going to be based off week 5 of the regular season. Last week was week 3, so this is going to be a weekly based series. So in week 5, the New Orleans Saints took on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in a divisional matchup. As you see there, the Saints are 2-2. The Buccaneers are 1-3. So hopefully we could string some wins together and really separate ourselves from the pack. Stay tuned in the series, and we'll see exactly how we do. We're going to jump right into the highlights here. So, as I said, Saints and Bucks, we're at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So, the Saints are home, so hopefully we can get a nice home win here. Here's the kickoff. Our offense has been rated one of the tops, but it's still 2-2 is a terrible record to be going into week 5. As you can see here, we hit Kamara with a little screen pass. He was able to break free and get onto the opponent's side of the field. Next play, Drew Brees is looking to get a first down on a 3rd and 5, and Michael Thomas is unable to handle that catch. Our best wide receiver thrown over the middle. You would think he would be able to catch that in traffic, but unfortunately he cannot. And then we go for a field goal, and Will Lutz just didn't have enough leg, as you see there. So it's 0-0, Buccaneers ball, and they have great field position since that missed field goal. All right, here's Jameis Winston looking around, tries to hit a deep pass, but a great play defensively by number 24 in the backfield, and sets up a 4th down where they punt. Saints ensuing drive. Drew Brees tries to hit a little play action. He throws it right into Devin White's hands, and it sets up Buccaneers in great field position. So we got the Bucks looking to make something happen. Defense is looking to stay strong. Jameis Winston's looking around, tries to post, and he gets it. Nice throw there, nice throw and catch. Sets him up in a red zone. So Jameis Winston's looking around, trying to get something going. Taking a look, and he's going to get sacked right here. What a great sack by Demario Davis, really setting him back. It forces the field goal, and you can see here, Buccaneers kicker just puts it through the uprights, nice and easy. 3-0 Buccaneers. Here comes the Saints on the next drive, looking to make something happen, and another pick by Drew Brees. What a terrible throw, terrible decision, kind of like the first one, right into the defensive back's hands. So, setting up the Buccaneers in great field position. So it's up to the defense to really hold them. And what a big missed throw that was by Jameis Winston. That could have possibly been a touchdown. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to connect there. Terrible accuracy. Once again, that leads to a field goal. And as you can see, he puts it right through the uprights. Here comes Drew Brees and the Saints, staying out of the air and running on the ground after the 2 interceptions. Alvin Kamara breaks free, but he's not able to get to the house. But he sets him up in red zone. So here comes Drew Brees in the red zone, looking to make something happen. Tries to hit the corner, and he's able to connect with Traquan Smith for the touchdown. What a great throw and a great catch on that. So 7-6 Saints, and they bring a blitz, and they're able to get to Jameis Winston on the next drive, setting up a 2nd and long. But Jameis Winston was able to get out of it. As you can see here, 2nd and inches in the same drive, and he hits Peyton Barber up the middle with a little out and in route by the running back. What a great route that was. A big play, setting him up on Saints side of the field. Here comes Jameis Winston looking around, and he's sacked by Trey Hendrickson. Good sack there, setting him back. And as you can see, the defense is going to try to apply some heat here in a 3rd and long situation, but unfortunately was not able to really control that, and they were able to get a first down out of that. So here's the Bucks, a little sweep to Peyton Barber, and he's able to get to the edge and get in the end zone. So giving the Bucks the lead, 13-7. After a 3-and-out by the Saints, here comes the Bucks looking to make something happen again, and he sees Mike Evans on a deep route, a go route, and he's able to connect with him nice and easily. And Mike Evans is into the end zone to give the lead, give an even further lead to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And right after, they go for the 2-point, and they're able to get it. So 21-7. Here comes Drew Brees looking around, trying to make something happen. He finds Michael Thomas down the sideline. What a great catch that was by Michael Thomas. Next play, we got Latavius Murray after an injury to Alvin Kamara. He bounces it to the outside. He's trying to get the edge on the corner, and he's able to get to the edge. What a great run by Latavius Murray, making up for the injury to Alvin Kamara. What a great job by him. Here comes the Bucks. Jameis Winston looking around, and he strip sacked. What a user strip sack that was, but nobody's. Oh, somebody finally picked up the ball after running around it for a few moments. They were able to get the ball, but it only leads to a field goal for the Saints. So we're looking to somehow get back in this game, and another strip fumble, but unfortunately we weren't able to corral that one. Jameis Winston looking to make something happen, hits his favorite target, Mike Evans, who's having a hell of a game thus far into it. Jameis Winston again rolling back, and he gets sacked this time. Great sack there, sets him up for a field goal. So they're now up 24-17. We're down by one score, looking to make something happen. This is a 4th and 2. Latavius Murray up the middle. He's able to break through and able to spin right into the end zone. So that ties the game up, 24 up. Tampa Bay and the Saints. This is going to be a nail biter. 2-minute warning here. Jameis Winston looking around, and he gets sacked. What a great sack that was. A lot of defensive pressure from the Saints. Jameis Winston again, after the 2-minute warning in a 3rd and long situation, looking to force something and make something happen. He throws to the sideline, and it's picked off one-handed by Patrick Robinson. What an interception that was by Patrick Robinson. Setting up the Saints in good field position. Here they are looking to drive, and a deep route by Traquan Smith, a jump ball, and he's able to come up and get it. Able to hold on to that, but it also leads to a 4th down. They're going for the field goal for the win. He gets iced on this. Let's see if he can make it. This is going to be a tough one. There goes the meter on him. He can't see it anymore. Is it going to sneak in? No, it doesn't. It just hits the post. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to put that through the uprights. That could be big. We'll see how overtime turns out to really know exactly how horrible that could have been for the team, missing that field goal. All right, here comes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kicking off. So fortunately, the Saints were able to get first possession on overtime. And you know, if we could score, we're all set. If we kick a field goal, then we got to play some defense. So we're on the opponent's side of the field, driving strong. Little post route there, a nice one that was wide open, and unfortunately he's unable to corral it. Tough luck there. Little out route, looks like wide open, but Drew Brees overthrows it to the sideline, and it goes right into the cornerback's hands, and he's taking off, and he's going. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, and it's a touchdown. What a way to end it. It looks like that missed field goal is big. In the end, as the Saints lose 30-24 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was just a terrible throw by Drew Brees. Should have left it inside a little bit, but threw it too far outside, and you know, the defense came up with a big play to win the game. Unfortunately, that will drop us to 2-3, and the Bucs move to 2-3 as well, tying us up. Let's take a look at the player of the game. We got Mike Evans here. 5 catches, 166 yards, and a touchdown. So a great game by Mike Evans. He earns the player of the game for this week. He had a big weapon and he used it. That's just pretty much how it went. But now let's jump into the team a little bit. So as you know, last week we showed the offensive rising stars, or building blocks, as you say. This week, we're going to show the defensive side of the ball. We got quite a few here. We got about 6. We got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, or CJ, as a safety. He's going to be one of our building blocks. Marcus Davenport, he's going to play the edge in a 3-4, so he's going to play that outside linebacker spot. You got Sheldon Rankins playing the nose. You got Alex Anzalone playing middle linebacker next to Demario Davis. Then you got Trey Hendrickson playing that right end position in that 3-4. And then you got Eli Apple, who's going to be that second corner opposite of, why am I forgetting his name? Marcus Lattimore. So we're going to actually take a deeper look into him right now. Just give me 1 second pulling them up. Hopefully these guys I'm able to build a great defense around. Trey Hendrickson and Marcus Davenport are going to be 2 keys to that, as well as Sheldon Rankins. it's going to be a strong front seven to hopefully help me build a great defense. So first, I'm going to show you Trey Hendrickson. Hendrickson is a 24-year-old. He's 6'4", 270 pounds. 2 years in the NFL. 74 overall. So you gotta really, we gotta really work with him. We're gonna get him up there. We're gonna work on his power moves, as you see there, only a 58. His finesse moves 74. He's got good speed, good acceleration, so he's got a good athleticism. Not the strongest guy. We're gonna work on his block shedding and possibly his awareness or play recognition. So that's just one of the many. The next one is going to be Marcus Davenport. Davenport, as you see there, 6'6", 265. So he's got great size, great athletic ability as well. 85 speed, 88 acceleration. Going to work on his power and finesse moves. So we get 5 for each. So we'll probably get that power move to 80, and then the finesse move. I don't know if it's been edited recently, but we're hoping to get him on the other side of 70. So on the other side of 75. So hopefully he's above that by the end of the season. He's got to work on his block shedding. We're probably going to work on his awareness as well, or play recognition. We could actually do awareness and play recognition and forget the block shedding. But we'll see exactly which way we go with that as the season goes on. Sheldon Rankin, 6'2", 305. Another younger guy. He is 25, so he's not as young as Davenport and some of the others. But he's got good strength, great power moves. Going to work on his finesse move. Block shedding's got to go up as well as a nose tackle. There's multiple things we could work on, but he's pretty solid all around, as you can see with an 83 overall ranking. So we don't really have to worry about him as much. Alex Anzalone, more of a coverage linebacker, and that's the way we're going to build him. So we're going to get that zone coverage up higher. That man coverage at 67 is going to get up higher as well. Then we'll probably work on his block shedding and his pursuit or something like that. We'll deal with later on in the season. But for now, it's just going to be that zone coverage and man coverage. That's the first two we definitely want to get up. Next is Eli Apple. The New York Giants pick that got traded to the Saints. He's 6'1", almost just about 200 pounds, 199. 24 years old. This is his third year as a pro. It's surprising that he's played that many years already. I remember just like it was yesterday when he was drafted by the Giants, and he showed out in his rookie season as a somebody that could be a shutdown corner for them. Now he's here with the Saints, so we were able to get a star role when it came to the scenario engine with the whole coaching thing. So we were able to get him up to a star. So hopefully that helps him get up a bit. But we will work on his man coverage, his zone coverage, his press. And then after that, we might work on his tackling or play recognition. We'll figure it out later on. But he's a solid piece, especially on the opposite end of Marshawn Lattimore, not Marcus Lattimore. So I misspoke there. Now we're going to move to the last guy here. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, or CJ as they say. CJ is a draft pick out of this past draft from the Saints. 21 years old, as you know, rookie out of Florida, 5'11", 210. So he's going to be a free safety type of strong safety. I mean, not the biggest guy. Not going to lick you up the middle. Not going to really hit you hard. So we're pretty much going to build him as his body fits or as he fits. We're going to work on his coverage ability. We're going to shore up that tackling a little bit, even though he's small. We don't expect him to hit hard, but we do expect him to be a great tackler as a safety. So we're going to work on that tackling, that zone and man coverage probably, and then that pursuit. Or we might take out the man coverage to work on the play recognition. We'll have to figure that out. But first, we're going to work on that zone, and then we're going to work on the tackling. But that's pretty much it for the building blocks. You got CJ, you got Marcus Davenport, you got Trey Hendrickson, you got Sheldon Rankins, Alex Anzalone, and Eli Apple. We'll keep an eye on them and see how they progress throughout the season. But that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying the series. And that's it for me.